What's going on, people? Jay the Black here, back with another video. I want to talk about the game. The game debuted a snippet from a song, and in it, he's talking about how Kim K basically swallowed his kids. According to TMZ, people close to the game had warned him not to drop this particular song with this particular part in it. But because this is what the game does for publicity, you know, he beefs with people for publicity, he'll diss people in songs for publicity. This is what the game does. And the game has been basically in the background. Nobody has really been, you know, wanting music from the game. The last time you really heard anything from the game, what was he doing? He was beefing to promote an album with Meek Mill. Okay. And I will say this. I know hip hop is hip hop, music is music, but when you look at the line, there was nothing really. When you look at the line, here's the line. All right. Because I held Kim Kardashian by her throat, nigga. I made her swallow my kids until she choked my nigga. I think it said I apologize to Jaye because that's my folks, nigga. But you know, there's nothing about that line that people gonna, you know, that I felt like is gonna be needed in the song. But for the sake of publicity, this is what the game is going to put in. And I'm just gonna say this, you know, Kanye West has to understand that you married a woman that has a past. The game even admitted, I believe, in an interview that he slept with 3 Kardashians. An interview or a song. That he slept with 3 Kardashians. Okay? I know he's been with Khloe. Don't know about Kourtney. But I'm pretty sure he's been with Kim, as this line basically admits. So you have to be very, you have to understand, you have to look at this, yeah. A lot of those guys who dated Kim, you know, not a lot, but a lot of guys in the industry, not just, you know, I don't think she's really dating any regular guys, but the majority of the guys that Kim has dated has been in the industry. Okay. And I don't think she dated Game. Maybe they were just casually seeing each other, but I think that the Game, he sees this as an opportunity to put something out there that nobody knows. You know, maybe the situation that because, you know, Kim was one of those chicks, she was climbing the ladder in the industry, you know, but every situation that she was in, they were very public. They weren't very private. And the Game is putting information out there that now is public. All because I guess he doesn't like Kanye West, even though he said that he even congratulated on the song, congratulated Kanye for getting with Kim K and said if anybody diss him or Kim, then they'd basically have to see him. But now it's changed, and this is what the Game does. The Game falls in and out with people all the time. So this doesn't surprise me. You know, do I feel like the snippet in the song will make the song? No, it's almost like he's over explaining what he did with Kim K. You know, he could have found a more, I would say, I'm gonna say intelligent way. He could have found a better way to express that situation with Kim, because it almost looked like he was over explaining. It's almost like he was over, yeah, she did this, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? It makes you look lame, Game. It really does. But this is what you do. You know, it's what you do. And this is why people see the Game who he is. He's a guy who searches for publicity. You know, he even got into it with 6ix9ine, you know, briefly, because he thought it would get him some traction over there. That's what Game does. I just think that because of Kanye West's political leanings, I think he's a target. I think before that, he wasn't a target. But because he's out and he is talking about how he supports Trump, that is what's making guys like the Game go at him. Other people too. You know? But I don't think that the Game should just take it out, even though people around him are warning him that he should take the line out of the song because they're in the industry, so they understand the ins and outs. Kanye West has gone at Drake and Nick Cannon and some of these other people. But I think the game loves that. I think he loves when he's able to get under people's skin and he's able to get a reaction. That's how the game has always been. This dude, he was with G Unit for a cup of coffee, basically, and then he went and left and did his own thing. And then started beefing with 50. That's game. And he wonders why his personal life is the way it is. But I will say this, though. I'm a fan of the game when he's on his game. I think he's a talented rapper. If you listen to his first couple albums, especially like the first two, I think he's an amazingly talented rapper. I do. All the other theatrics to promote, I'm not the biggest fan of. You got to let the music speak for itself. But in 2019 now, you have to go the extra mile in order to get people to listen to your music. And this could be what it is. Maybe, now Game and even others have to go the extra mile. Look at Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy is talking about how he had the biggest comeback of 2018. He's talking about Tyga, all these other artists, And what happened? I think he was promoting a mixtape. He ended up doing all these interviews. He's going viral. It helped him. Spazzing out on social media helped him. People have to go the extra mile because social media is where the promotion is at. Even 6ix9ine understood that. And all these other artists understand that social media, spazzing out, talking about who you slept with, that's a way to promote yourself. Do I agree with Game doing this? No. I think he's doing this to take a direct shot at Kanye West. He wants to get a pat on the back from his subscribers, from his followers. And the opposite may occur because people, I'm telling you, Game, because of your situation, and you know what I'm talking about, there's going to be women that are going to see this as misogynist. They're going to see this as sexist. Okay? They're not going to see this as being funny. They're not going to see this as being cool. They're going to see this as you basically slut shaming a woman. So the opposite can happen for the Game. Okay? So I'm pretty sure that's why his team is telling him, man, listen, man, the Kardashians have they have, money, they have influence in the industry. Do you really want to do this? They can paint all types of narratives, And as a rapper, as a content creator, which is what entertainers are, the content creators, you don't want people to tell you what type of material to put out there. I understand that. But you have to be ready for the consequences. And maybe the Game doesn't care. Maybe he doesn't. I think the Game doesn't see any losing in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he sees that this is the only way to promote his album. Maybe he sees that talking about how Kim K swallowed his kids is the only way to promote his album. If it is, it's crazy because you don't want that to define you. You don't want to be an attention seeker to sell records because that's what you're going to be known as. But that's what some of these guys have to do. That's what the Game has to do. He beefs with people. When the Game has an album coming out, when he beefs with people, maybe he thinks that this is going to spark off some beef between him and Kanye West. But I think that Kanye West may make a more measured approach. The only reason why the Game is comfortable putting that line in there is because he thinks that black people and these SJWs and these Trump haters are going to pat him on the back. But what he doesn't understand is there might be women who see that as sexist, bro, who see that as misogynist. That's the type of society that we're in too, slut shaming. You know what I'm saying? You might have the Amber Rose of the world who come out and disapprove of what you're saying because they're going to think that, you're slut shaming Kim K. So you have to think about that too. That's why his team is telling him, listen, man, think before you put that out. Don't be emotional. Don't just think about promoting. Now, it wouldn't surprise me at all if he ends up taking that snippet out and editing it. You know, I think that if he made it into a one-liner instead of a two-liner, you know, just one line straight through, and did it in a more artful way, I think that it would work better. Like I said, I don't care if he put the line in there. That's his artistic freedom, you know, to put whatever he wants in his music. I'm not here to police his music, but when I'm here to speak on the fact that you're bragging about smashing another man's girl, does that make you feel good about yourself? No matter how much sneak diss and Jay-Z has done, or even Drake for that matter, I've never really heard them. Jay-Z has admitted to smashing another man's girl. I wouldn't say all that, but for the most part, they've never gone into explicit detail. You know, I've never really heard some of these guys go into explicit detail like you did. You know, I feel like you put that line in there just to take a shot at Kanye West. You may get the opposite effect, bro. Kanye West may not say nothing. He may let Kim K handle it. You know what I'm saying? Because despite what people think, those Kardashian Jenners have a lot of, you know, say so and leeway in the industry, man. They do. But I don't think the game is afraid of that. If he wants to put the line in the song, he can do that. It's up to him. It's his music. He can put whatever he wants. But if there's a backlash, then be prepared for it. But we all do things expecting a backlash, and we either care or we don't. You know, I'm all for art. You know, whatever is entertaining and is artful, I'm gonna put it in there despite what people may want to see.